Good morning. Welcome to Crafty Chaos. I'm Laura.
And I'm Sherry.
And today we are going to go over making coasters with napkins and paper, and we're going to decoupage them
onto these little tiles.
Yep. And they have come a long way from when we originally started them. They were almost like bathroom tiles, slick.
Yeah.
Very hard to put down paper.
They were like bathroom tiles, like subway tiles. And actually now when you try that, at least when I went to several home stores in our area, I couldn't find them anymore. So we had to order these on Amazon.
And they now come with the cork backing.
Just peel it off and stick it on.
And they're matte. So they're a whole lot easier to adhere your paper and or napkins to. And we each did different kinds. We've got those up here for you. Sherry's are absolutely beautiful. You can go ahead. She did the paper version of them.
Just scrapbook paper.
And they turned out great.
In a craft shop.
And I did the napkin because I wanted to start using some vintage napkins. And these were a little harder, just like with the earrings. It's a learning curve with these. I've seen people do it, and they used a file method of, first of all, let's go over our material list. That's what we usually do. So we're going to start with that. You're going to need napkins of any choice, and please remember to remove those plies. If it's 2, 3, 4 plies, remove all that. Absolutely. And scrapbook paper of your choice. I happen to be a more earthy or,
it's beautiful,
bohemian thing. And Sherry is the more wild, in your face with the color thing.
In your face.
So pick your paper. And you're going to need Mod Podge and your tile. And I think the artificial wood is it AVP or MVP? It's that real thin cardboard. Anyhow, if you put in coaster, it comes in. But it doesn't come with the cardboard backing, so you'd have to put like little felt backs on it.
And I just ordered, these were craft tiles on Amazon. And they're 4 by 4 inches, and it's just the same size as we used to get, just to be able to walk in like our Lowe's Home Improvements and just pick out however many we wanted for like 30 cents, maybe less than that, and take it to the front. If you can find another 4 by 4 tile that you like, that's fine. But that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
From Amazon.
Scissors or your rotary cutter, a paintbrush, Mod Podge, And if you're going to do napkins, I tried a nail file like everybody said, and I also tried a sanding block. Had a little difficulty with each, but I think with practice I could probably get it. And if you're using the napkin, a little iron. Because what you'll do with a napkin is a little different than what you do with the paper. And I'm just going to run through that real quick because we're not going to use a napkin as our example today. With a napkin, you're going to apply the Mod Podge 2 coats and let it dry. You can use a hairdryer heat gun to help with that process. Once it's dry, apply your napkin and iron it.
So you're letting the Mod Podge dry before you put the napkin on?
Yep, you absolutely let it dry, and then you just press it and it adheres.
Okay.
And it did a great job that way, and no wrinkles. It didn't tear, no wrinkles. The problem I had were the sides, and I left this one because it was really bad. And you can see.
You want me to hold it up there?
Yeah, some of it was I didn't have enough glue on the sides to hold it down, and some of it just didn't file correct. Just didn't tear good. So on this one, I wrapped it all the way around, just cut the edges so I could fold it over and then put my cork on the back. And then I used a sealant on it instead of the Mod Podge. And this is the sealant that I used. It is the matte clear Rust-Oleum. And I am really susceptible to headaches from smell. And I did not have one with this. I sprayed it outside, of course, but then I brought it in to dry. And this turned out great. This one did. So I will probably be using more napkins, but with a lot more practice. So that's how I did that one. But you're going to have, and I am able to peel this off and reuse it.
Yes,
because I did do that on one already. So, but now we're going to do paper because she's the expert on that because I have not done one with paper.
So the paper's a lot, in my opinion, it's a lot easier because, you know, the napkins are gorgeous, but they tear very easily.
They do.
And the only thing with the paper is getting the sides of your square perfectly straight. And maybe if you have a craft cutter, that's great. I don't have a craft paper cutter.
I think we need to invest in one. I see where it has been necessary for a lot of things.
Straight things.
Yeah.
And you know, even with using this cutter, it's I can't get the lines perfectly straight. So that's pretty much the only problem I had. Also, with these tiles, you see there's a border. I have a border around the paper so you can see a little bit of the top of the tile poking out there. And that's because the very edges of the tile, I guess you can call it beveled. They're not flat the whole way across. There's a little bit of a beveled edge there.
I see that.
So I took about 1/8 of an inch off every side. So there's that. So if we had a craft cutter, it'd be better. And
that's exactly what's going to happen.
You can't cut it 4 by 4, yeah. So with a craft cutter, we'd have much straighter sides.
I'm going to have to do, and see, I'm always the one that picks out the dark paper. Always. Here I've got the wood. So mine is beautiful. It is, and I'm going to make when we did the earrings, I'm going to make the earrings out of that.
Gorgeous.
But you were much more insightful picking your paper out because...
Was I insightful?
I think so, because, it doesn't show...
I wanted it to look like Miami.
And Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
And it does. And you can see I completely wasted this piece of paper because I wanted that exact square.
But you know, if you get the paper on sale...
I don't feel so bad.
Right. I'm going to grab my granny glasses. You have to excuse me.
Yeah. You're lucky you only need them sometimes.
No, I do wear contacts.
Okay, I'm almost there. I'm going to keep trimming.
And another problem, too, with this paper, just using and this is just regular scrapbook paper. It's not the super thick kind. It's just regular scrapbook paper. You're still going to get your paper crumple up. I mean, you might end up having a wave or a bubble up under there. So I recommend very gently pushing from the middle out. But, I did have, see, if you look really, really closely, which you won't be able to see on camera, there's a little tiny line there where I had to push out a long bubble and it put a wrinkle in it. And I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is not a craft I will probably be doing again. And that's okay because, we're all different.
We are different.
This is not for me.
For me, it's
relaxing.
It's relaxing, right.
And you can knock it out quickly. You have a busier lifestyle. You've got a smaller child in the house. Yes. You need to have stuff you can knock out. I have a little craft room that...
She does. I'm so jealous.
No, don't be. That I'm luckily able to leave projects open and work on, which we found out are called whips. We had no idea. And we want to try and incorporate those into our little channel as well, where we can pick up and talk with people and work on them as we're doing, because we do diamond art.
Laura does tremendous diamond art. Beautiful diamond art.
And cross stitch.
Yes, I love to cross stitch.
Yeah, and so we want to be able to work on pieces with people and talk as we're doing it, and just build a relationship with people. So I'm able to leave that, and Sherry has a very inquisitive little youngster that she can't, so she's got to knock stuff out.
Me too.
And so it's just different lifestyles.
It is, but I am jealous of your craft room. Who wouldn't be jealous of someone who has a beautiful, clean...
Well, it's actually a woman cave is what I like to call it now, because, dadgummit.
It's a woman cave. It's beautiful.
Men have had their caves for years and years.
There's the term she shed, but I don't know.
But mine's inside.
Shed.
So it's inside. So how did you do that with a paper towel?
No, I just put it down and I had to pick it back up.
You know what? I think I'm going to do this.
Oh, see, and we did that with the earrings, didn't we?
I'm doing this.
When we made those wooden earrings.
I don't think...
You do that to push out the bubbles?
And smear it. Heck yeah.
Now, I didn't use a lot, but...
So I'm over Mod Podge.
So much fun. Now she's using a brush, which
might make a difference.
Yeah.
Might make a difference. Let's see what I got going on.
Well, I would think yours wouldn't drag as much as this one would. It might be
to
better use a brush like that.
It did get all my wrinkles out by doing that. So now you just put a top coat on?
I put a top coat on, and this is just Mod Podge. It's matte.
Now I'm surprised you didn't go with glitter.
I thought about it though.
Yeah, and so would this have been a good application for they're waterproof? I don't know. I have not made any of these, so I'm not sure of.
You don't want to put too much on the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 3 coats.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need a really thick coat. You want a pretty thin coat across the top.
Very helpful.
And so you let it dry until it is no longer tacky.
Can you use a heat gun or hair dryer to help out that process or not?
I don't know why you couldn't. As long as you didn't keep it on hot, because then that might have it might have a hard time actually drying.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would use it on cool.
Okay.
Or hold your heat gun up higher.
Way high. Okay.
And yeah, then that'll make it speed up.
This is her expertise on this one. I really am following her lead on this.
Are you?
Yeah, I still have coasters that you made me.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it really has been. I still use them. They're in my woman cave.
Oh.
Yep. And if you bring a drink in there, you better have it.
I have used your coasters up there in your woman cave.
Yeah.
So these will take like, I don't know, depending on how thin you do it, probably about 10 minutes, maybe a little longer. And then put another thin coat. Let it dry again. Put your 3rd coat on very thinly. Oh, you got your Christmas tree up.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You got some ornaments on there?
Yeah, I was working on that before you got here. I don't know what the thing is this year, but I'm in the mood to decorate a little earlier.
Yeah, I think everybody is. Everybody is.
And I don't know why, because usually...
Everybody is.
Maybe, and stores went... And I think that's a reason. I think stores went up earlier, and I think it's all commercial. And I don't want to say that because I really hate buying into that. But for the first time, really since my dad's passed away, this is the first year I really feel like...
Really?
Yeah, decorating. And he's been gone. This will be his 4th Christmas. So
Really?
He died in 2020 in November.
I remember it was November.
So, yeah, maybe I'm
I think it's just been like a
process.
That's it too. And I think it's just kind of been a a wild year for Americans in particular,
Yeah.
especially of late. So we're just, I think, ready to go ahead and get some fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, you will want to, like I said, let it dry. See, I already see a big long bubble coming up there.
So you measured your squares with a ruler, I'm assuming, smaller.
Yeah, with this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just...
See, look, I just willy-nilly just kept chopping
But it
mine.
looks good. So you just, I took 1/8 of an inch off the whole way around.
All right.
So,
that's a great tip.
3 and, would that be right? 3 7/8? No, it would have to be 3 6/8 wide. Which would
So
be
I can't read a ruler, so
3/4.
I'm going to trust your
3/4.
greatness on that.
Well, anyway, after you have your third
Coat on that.
yeah, thank you, dried, then you will take your clear spray. And you have to read the directions because you can't do it in your house. You can't do it when it's too cold out.
Right.
So you have to shake the heck out of it for like a minute or two.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't do so I'm really bad about not reading instructions, and I just went out there, shook it a couple times, and put a granola box down, laid that on it, and did away with it.
Yeah.
And then brought it back into my laundry room.
And it didn't stink.
No.
That's crazy.
But like I said, I don't know if it was because it was the matte clear.
See, I haven't sprayed mine in a few years, so we'll see.
But I'm going to stock up on that.
Yeah.
Because we're getting ready to do some resin projects.
She's so excited about the resin.
I am. I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to use it on that. So hopefully,
How many coats did you put on yours? I
did one.
So I've seen that you should do at least 2.
It was getting dark by the time I got home, so I did not. I'll probably take this one back out and put another coat on. But this coat was dry in 30 minutes.
Wow.
So
me, I like to err on the side of caution, so I do tend to read the directions.
She's so funny. She reads the directions. I will come up with a recipe. I bake everything at 400 degrees.
400, all of it. 400. How you do that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she does, and everything turns out delicious, anyway, yes, after you're done doing your couple coats, which you need to let dry like about... It tells you on the back.
It does. I waited until it felt dry, and it got dark on me. So I'll go out today. And it was windy yesterday.
It was.
So I'll go out and put another coat on. I probably wasn't supposed to put the cork on, but I did.
I don't know. I'm going to do it.
But I did, so.
I'm waiting to put...
I'm so sorry. That is Mazel wanting attention, and...
We're almost done, baby child. So you don't have to use cork. I mean, you can, in craft shops, you can find the cork that has the sticky backing.
Yep.
Golly, you can use...
Felt feet is what I call them.
That's what it's called. You can cut, if you like, if you say, wine corks, you can cut those in half if that's something you like to play with, and glue those on the back.
Yeah.
So just anything to keep it from... At least she's not barking this time, right?
Yeah.
So just, get it on there, like I said, as straight as you possibly can. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect.
We went to the thrift store and found a huge container of corks and a glass urn for $5. And I was like, oh yeah, we can do a lot with corks. I don't know what we're coming up with next on that, but that's our next. We'll do something with it.
We'll do something with corks.
Yeah.
Once I made a trivet for my husband for his birthday.
Yeah, you cut them in half.
Yeah.
But we're I think the world is into recycling or upcycling now. That's what it's called, upcycling. So we're gonna, what is our next project gonna be? Maybe we can get a list of material lists going. Do you want to do the cheese ball recipe next since the
Yeah, we can do that. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yeah.
So we have some very simple
Yep.
recipes for appetizers or
cheese dip or a dip.
I think
it's not cooking. You don't have to cook it. It's a very quick dip that you can take as a hostess.
Yeah, mine will be a goat cheese log.
Yep. Mine's going to be a sweet. I think mine is probably going to be a chocolate type, and then I'll use probably a Biscoff cookie, graham cracker, something like that. Yep.
Who doesn't love a graham cracker?
Yeah.
So this was our
for today.
And these are great. You can take like 4 of them or however many you want, stack them up. Laura suggested wrapping them, with a pretty ribbon and tying a bow, and Merry Christmas.
Right.
Or a nice hostess gift if you're going to a party or for any event. These
nice package of tea with it. Yeah. Yeah, and we've got some other cute ideas as hostess gifts. We were able to find some cutting boards.
Yeah. Cutting boards.
Tiny. And we might do a series of just cute hostess gifts.
That's a great...
We might do that. That would be a cute... And I'm sure everybody has their own take on hostess gifts, but it's really nice during the holidays when you...
Yeah.
All these Christmas parties you go to.
We'll have fun doing it.
Absolutely.
When you hang out with us.
It's always a good time.
And if you have any ideas for hostess gifts, please comment. We'd love to hear. Or maybe some things that you did to make coasters
better.
Yeah, maybe used a
quicker
different material.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, for sure. So please like this video. Please subscribe to us.
Yes.
And we just really appreciate you hanging out with us and coming to check in with us every week. It means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much.
And you have a great rest of the week from Crafty Chaos.